Hello, all, welcome back. Today, let's have a discussion on few of behavior patterns, or we call it as cognitive biases. Let's discuss each cognitive biases. I'll try to explain it in a very simpler way because this cognitive bias is something that's very important for a trader. Because the trading is 99% is your mind game. Only 1% is your money or your physical activities involved. So 99% is from your mind. So your mind is always tricking you. And this video, I'm going to talk. If you understand this video, it is please keep watch this video or watch a couple of times to understand the concept. Be sure to understand these cognitive biases and the behavior patterns when you are investing or trading. This will surely will help you to have a mindful decision in your investment journey. And this video is purely based on the researchers from multiple researchers built around this behavior patterns by Daniel Kahneman, Sheena Iyengar, and Dr. Fogg. I'll share the book links in the descriptions. You can read those books also if you are interested. But these are very important thing to know before you start your investment or trading journey. Let's get into this. This is Sundar and you are watching Mindful Finance. Okay, so let's have a small journey like morning to night. Just okay, let's take an example of a couple. Okay, like husband and wife from morning till they go to the bed. So we'll take this as a journey, and every instance will touch upon our biases, how the biases affects our decision making, and how it's connect our stock market investment also. Let's get into that. The first one which we are going to talk about is called anchoring effect. You woke up and this is a weekend, so you both wake up in the morning, like Saturday morning. Now your wife starts to tell that, okay, these are the things we need to buy for this week. So we need to buy for 2,000. You have to buy this for 1,000 rupees. You have to buy this. Some dal needs to be bought. Some sugar needs to be bought. Right, something else like some grocery item has to be purchased, or also like some they would have planned for some party, so want to have some kind of a clothing also need to be bought for next week. So like that, when the wife starts to discuss about the pricing, the husband will start to think, last week also you said the same thing, we budgeted, but end of the day what happened, instead of 10,000 rupees I ended in spending 15,000 rupees. So this is called anchoring effect. There are two parts of anchoring effect happens. One from the wife side, one from the husband side. Wife side, what happens is that whatever the money she was listing out, she's looking at the past price, whatever happened or whatever she bought last week, she's comparing our same expenses may happen this week also. But who knows, there could be a rise in price, but that is not factor. Okay. Similarly, husband also thinking that last week you said 10,000 rupees, but you ended in spending 15,000 rupees. So now he's assuming that this week also you'll say 10,000, but you will make me to spend 15,000 rupees. So this is called anchoring effect. Similarly, when you are in the stock market, the same thing happens. What happens? Past record of a company, like yesterday it went high. Okay, so today also it may go high. This is what we assume and we'll try to trade, but you don't know what will happen. So this is our first one. Now the second one is, okay, now you plan for a shopping, or you had a plan of meeting some of your friends in the mall. Okay, now you got ready and you try to reach the place, but you got delayed. Now what happens is, this effect is called spotlight effect. What it means, like when you reach late, you feel that everybody is going to complain about you. Everybody is going to feel negative about you. You think yourself that whatever everybody is like focusing on you, right? But in reality, it doesn't matter. You do whatever you do, nobody's going to care about you, right? So that is what it is. So when even in the stock market, is also the same thing, right? When you invest or when you are trading, what happens is you feel that everybody is looking at your P&L, or everybody is watching at you, or how good you are doing it, whether you are having more loss or you are having more gain, what stock you bought, right? So this kind of a feeling, you feel that people are going to ask me, or people are keep on checking my P&L. They are checking my performance. Doesn't matter. Nobody is going to care about that, but still you feel that. So this is called spotlight effect. So we need to avoid this kind of situation. You are doing it for yourself. The investment, trading, whatever it is, it's for you and for your family. You are not doing for any other to show your P&L for someone to prove that you are doing right. Right. That's the second point. The third one is called paradox of choice. It's a very good phenomena. This is also mentioned by Sheena Iyengar in her book Art of Choosing. What it is like, now you both are going into a mall to buy something, and you found out that so many choices are there. Like you wanted to buy a say some kind of a coffee maker or whatever it is. Like you want to buy something or a mobile, and now when you got into the shop, you found that there are n number of choices are there. So what to design now? So this is what called paradox of choice. You get panic, or you also start to feel embarrassed that you don't know which one to pick. Right? This is called like paradox of choice. The problem here is the same thing happens to us also. When we are doing investment, we'll be like looking at there are like 4,500 stocks are there in the market, and we get panic like which one to choose, which stock to pick. So this kind of a panic happens when you are overloaded with so much of choice. So limit your stocks, limit your number of stocks within a certain category. Like large cap, focus on only a 2-3 stocks. Mid cap, focus on 5 stocks. Or small cap, focus on 10 caps. Have a limitation between the stocks. So that way you can avoid this particular problem. The fourth one is confirmation bias. This is very, very, very important. This happens every time. You can relate it very easily. Now you went to shop and you found a say own mobile. Now what happens is you'll say this has a very good. I just googled it and I found out that this mobile has a very good review. In Amazon, this is having so good reviews. So much of reviews are positive, and I'm going to buy this one. So this is called confirmation bias. This is the decision is made purely by number of reviews are given in a positive way. You have to check the negative review also, which we always misses. We want to buy this mobile or we want to buy this product, so we always try to see a good part are available in the reviews, or good part are people are talking about that particular thing. If you are checking for if you are going to invest in an IPO, what will happen is you'll try to go and look who are all talking about good about this stock rather than negative about the stock. That's a negative phenomena is there, but most of the time, if your mind is set to buy that stock or invest in that stock, you try to convince yourself to find videos or find the reviews which satisfy your answer. For that, you will find good reviews. So this is called confirmation bias. This has to be avoided, because when a stock is being spoken about and more good things are spoken about that stock, be careful, be alert. There are scenarios that it can be a manipulated marketing. So be careful about this. This confirmation bias is very important. Everybody is talking tomorrow morning, the Nifty will go this much. Everybody is saying, but there are a couple of folks also discussing that, okay, boss, this has reached the high. There might be a pullback, but we will avoid because we want to bet on the bullish side and we ignore all the other comments. The next one is called halo effect. Halo effect is if somebody, like there is a saying also, right? The first impression is the best impression. This is kind of a thing we created by ourselves, but that's not a true. So this is our mental bias. What happens is if anything is shown upfront to you, it's a good thing, you will focus only on that particular thing. For example, a person studied from Harvard University or a person studied from an IIT, the person is a angry guy. The sequence of information presented for that particular person, IITian, genius, is bad with people, is an angry person. When you put this way, the first two things which are like positive, right, that will overshadow the negativity spoken the last thing. But the same way, if I say he's bad with the people, he's angry guy, he's a genius, he is from IIT. When I put this way, people will look that person as a bad person. So this is the called halo effect. The stock market also same thing. If somebody is talking about good for a particular stock, every market is talking about good at first of their launch, like IPO launch or something. Everybody is talking good. Like say example of Paytm. Right, everybody priced about that one. But right now, where it is, there are scenarios really good also is there. But the thing is, you need to be more cautious. This effect, you need to make sure you are not biased by a halo effect. You are thinking in a normal way. So the next one is called survivorship bias. This is by Sheena Iyengar, written in her book very in a detailed way. The concept here is very simple. If you are given if you are going to a restaurant now, okay, and you have food and you see like so many people are coming to the restaurant and you felt that, okay, here the restaurant business seems to be very good. So shall we start a restaurant business? This is called survivorship bias. You don't know, before this, in the same place, like hundreds of restaurants would have started and closed their doors with a loss or anything. You don't care about all those things. You just feel that this restaurant is doing good and you want to start a similar restaurant business. This is called survivorship bias. Make sure to think about all other things. Failure also is very important. Don't just focus on positiveness. What happens is like you will not show negative traits to your wife. You will show only the positive side of your trait to make her happy. No, you have to show your negative side also. She should know the losses which you are making. Otherwise, what will happen is you would have seen a lot of videos and other things. People are like suiciding and other things. This will not happen if you openly discuss about your negative thing, your loss in your portfolio. Don't hesitate to show your losses. Don't show only the green side of your trading. So this is called survivorship bias. The next one is called gambler's fallacy. You went to a shop and you saw everywhere you are seeing, you went to one of the shop, okay, and there everywhere you are seeing off 25% off, 15% off, everything. So you got some good deal and you bought certain things. Now you are going to the next shop expecting that since you saw offers in everywhere, you thought that okay, the next shop also you'll have offers. So this is called gambler's fallacy. It's not sure that the same kind of a deal you'll get the next time also. If you toss a coin, you have 5 coins now, or you're going to toss 5 times. 4 times you tossed, you got head, and 5th time now you will feel that okay, 4 times head has fall. So the 5th time also you will get head only. But there was no possibility and no confirmation that every time when you toss a coin, you still had a probability of head or tail. It's not always head. But since 4 times you got head, you feel that the 5th time also is going to get a head. So this is called gambler's fallacy. In the stock market also you face this kind of a problem. Every trade you made may not be a successful trade, or every time you may not feel that the same kind of a movement you will find in the stock market. So be aware of this one and don't get into gambler's fallacy. The next one is called hindsight bias. Now in the mall, your wife taken you to a restaurant now, okay, telling that this is the best restaurant and it has a very good food over here. My friends, everyone told, so let's go and have food over here. Now when you're having the food and you found out that the food is not great or anything, so now after finishing your lunch you came out. Now your wife may say that I thought so that I know this restaurant is a bad restaurant. By entering only I understand. I thought this is a bad restaurant. See, this is called hindsight bias. The reason is first you only said that it's a good restaurant, but now you are saying that you already guessed or previously you mentioned this as a bad restaurant. You yourself contradict your statement or contradict your thought process that how you enter into the restaurant. This also happens in your this happens maximum time in a stock market. You enter the stocks thinking that it's a bullish market, is bullish, and suddenly when it goes down, now you'll say, I know this will go down, right? But you only felt that it's going to go high. But now, since market fell and you are saying it will go down, or you predicted earlier, you feel yourself that you predicted this earlier. So this kind of a thought process is called hindsight bias, which you yourself contradict your own thought process and disagree to what you said earlier. And you make a prediction. After the incident happened, you will say that you predicted this one already. Always, the most of the time it happens. Only after an incident happens, you will say, I know that kind of thing. But earlier to scenario, you will always have a probability. You will never have a confirmation on that. So this is called hindsight bias. So when you are trading or when you are doing investment, make sure why you are investing in this one, why you are trading in this one. What is your goal for this one? What is the target for your trade? Right? Think about that and go with the same approach. Don't try to contradict your own saying. The next one is very, 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 very interesting one. I like this one. This is called framing effect. What happens is you and your wife roaming around the market, and you found out that it's a 50% off, and you get into the shop. Now you see that it could be a phone or it could be a TV or washing machine, whatever it is. So you went inside that and you saw the washing machine price is 50,000, but offer is 50%. Now you say, since it's a 50% offer and you want to buy this one, but still it's a 50,000 rupees. But since you feel that it's a 50% offer in that one, you think this is a lesser price and you are getting for a good deal, right? So this is called framing effect. So is a very interesting example you would have seen when first time iPad was launched, when Steve Jobs was presenting the iPad, after explaining all the features about the iPad, and he shown the price for the people to guess the price, to set the framing effect, which is 999, and everybody felt, oh, it's a 999, and suddenly he said, no, it's just 499. Now people thought, oh, from 9,000 rupees it's 50, I'm getting it for 50% off. So this is called framing effect, it happens every time. Even in the stock market, people will say today's market has 20% is going to crash. Or people may say that in the news, this company earning has grown by 5%. You feel, oh, 5% is grown in this company, and let's go and buy this company without even knowing or without even understanding it's a really a growth or somebody's manipulating it. So this is called framing effect. Now after the mall, now you and your wife coming back to your home now, and now there is so much traffic in that, and your wife got frustrated, and she says that while coming to mall, well, you were driving very good and it was fast and we reached earlier, but now you are not driving good. Your driving is very bad. Now what the person will say is, or you will say is, no. Morning we went fast because the road traffic was good. There was no traffic at all. Now it's heavy traffic. See the traffic, and it's raining also. So now the first time when you reach earlier, you will accept that, or you feel that the reason behind reaching fast is because of your driving. But now when the wife says that your driving is bad, now you are start complaining about the traffic. Same thing happens in the market also. When your market goes up, or if you make a profit, you say this is because of you. You predicted it properly. So you know everything. But when the market goes down, or if you are if you are losing sight, what happens? This is because of market. Market is volatile. Global market is down. Inflation, blah, blah, blah. Right? Now you will stay to give reasons for your loss. You will not accept this is because of you. Everything happened because of you, not because of the outside thing. So this is called self-serving bias. Self-serving bias is a very important one. Make sure all the things that happen because of you. Take that responsibility and then invest or trade. Next one is sunk cost fallacy. You and your wife went to a theater, you watched a movie, and while watching the movie, you felt that the movie is bad. So your wife started to comment that let's go, we'll go for shopping, or we'll do other things, which gives more happiness for you. But you say that no, we paid 2,000 rupees for this one. Let's finish this movie and go. Now think about that. If you leave the movie in a halfway and you enjoy it, so that you will have happiness rather than watching the entire movie, a pathetic movie, and coming out with a bad experience, feeling that you need to get the benefit from the money which you paid. This is what always happens in the stock market also. You always think that let's stay in the market for long term, so that even it's loss making, let's hold. You won't have stop loss. So this is the point. This is the problem in trading. You need to be very careful in this sunk cost fallacy behavior. The happiness you get by exiting from your trade earlier, you'll go for a very good sleep. Without even any disturbance, you'll sleep. But because of the sunk cost fallacy mindset, you may end up in losing a lot of money. The next one is called, very interesting stuff with this, is Zeigarnik effect. Zeigarnik effect. What is this one? Now you went to sleep, or you and your wife are going to sleep now. Suddenly your wife says, oh, we forgot to collect our dry cleaning. It's time of 10 o'clock now, what to do? What happens is, you will forget all the good things happened during the whole day, and you will remember this kind of a negative thing at that point of time. Why this particular thing is important is, when you are in a trade, when you are taken a position, you have to decide things positively, and if you want to exit it as early as possible. Otherwise, your night will be spoiled. That particular moment will come to your mind and you'll think, I should have exited. I didn't exit it today. Tomorrow what will happen? Tomorrow how much loss I will be in? If the market goes down, what will I do? Your mind will be constantly thinking about this thing. Better to avoid this. Have this kind of, don't give opportunity to this kind of negative feelings. If you want to exit, if you have decided, whatever the trade taken, achieved your position or achieved your goal, exit out of it. If you are not confirmed about, if you don't have confirmation, or if you are not convinced about your position, let's get out of it, even if it's a loss, so that you can sleep peacefully. So this is a very, very, very important one to live a peaceful life. The final one is called availability bias. It is another important one. For example, when you are driving to your home, or you have a long journey from your trip, now you heard some news that there has an accident happened on the road, or you heard some news in the radio, or somebody is speaking about that, or you watched a movie about that. Now what happens is, when you are driving, you feel that a similar thing can happen to you. There are so many accidents happen on the road, so you need to be very careful. One side it is good, but always the example which I gave is maybe like in a good side, but there are scenarios that, like for example, in the stock market, what happens is, today the market is going to fall. Everybody is talking about, every news is talking that today market is going to fall. Right now, since everybody is talking about it, so you also feel that today market is going to fall. The problem with this is market is very interesting thing. It doesn't follow a herd mentality. It behaves its own. It may behave opposite, because whatever people are thinking, market may not do as it is. So make sure to avoid this availability bias. You do your own analysis and do your trading. Now we have discussed different biases, starting from confirmation bias, sunk cost fallacy, right? All these things are what? The name might be complicated for you to remember. Doesn't matter. You can write down, you can check this video and take a note, or write down in a paper or anything and stick it in your board. Always have a look into that one, so that every time you'll remember this thing whenever you encounter that particular situation. Daniel Kahneman talks about this in two things. One is system 1 and one is system 2, which is one is a slow thinking, one is a fast thinking. Our mind is always occupied with fast thinking, which is our reflexness. Immediately, due to the patterns what we seen or what we have experienced, our brain will work based on the patterns, and it works instantly. It knows, okay, if I touch this will hurt you, and you will reflect. But there's another thing called slow thinking, which is your subconscious. It is always like a sleeping mode. You need to try to wake up your inner mind, that the slow thinking process. Whenever you in the stock market, the fast thinking says that buy this, that means you need to be very cautious. You have to invoke, or you have to wake up your second mind, which is slow thinking. And slow thinking has to analyze, okay, is it correct? Is it better? Is there anything has happened? Apart from all the other patterns, the fast thinking look into has to be avoided. The slow thinking has to think apart from all those things. Then you have to take a trade. So this is very important. All these biases, whatever we discussed, happens because of your fast thinking. When you bring your slow thinking into this one, this fast thinking will be avoided. Hope you like this video. If you like it, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and share it with your friends and family. Thank you.